All right. Transparency in the chair, let me tell you, has nothing to do with hair, but stories that derive from the chair.
My name is Rae. My co-pilot is Kay. We are two hairstylists with over 50 years of combined industry experience, ownership, platform artistry, salon education, and mentorship. We are both two sages that have stories to tell.
All right, and you know how juicy it can get. It could be any chair. Think about any chair that you sit on. There's a story in the chair.
With authentic and transparent moments, we are bringing you the juice to you, along with our perspectives, of course.
This is what we're bringing to you every week with confidence and knowledge and nuggets that you will leave this podcast with so much inner feelingness, so much knowledge, so much power, empowerment. So tune in every week and we're going to drop the nuggets on you with special guests from time to time. So don't miss out. Join in to Transparency in the Chair.
What can you tell women that are trying to date in the third chapter that they may be doing wrong from a male perspective? Like if they're trying to get out there, they ain't been out there in a minute.
Is it the clothes, the way I wear my clothes?
Is it the aggressiveness? Yeah, what is
this
in your opinion?
Look, and I think this for everybody.
Okay.
Get therapy.
Hello.
What does that mean? What's
Get
that
therapy.
look like?
You know,
Okay.
get therapy.
We have Dr. Samantha in the house.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
said that's T. You don't see him.
Yeah.
Even therapists have therapists.
Yeah, get
Right.
therapy. I feel like so many people is like trying to self-fix themselves. You know what I'm
It don't
saying?
work.
And you're not qualified for the job.
Hello.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And shame on having the internet. We feel like we can Google anything.
Or
we
go
can
to church.
YouTube.
Or just go to
Or go to
church.
church.
And
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And,
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
that's my main thing. I think that's just for our whole culture as black people, period. Like we, like you said, the trauma, the experience.
Are you saying to get the therapy like before the relationship or after you break out of a relationship or like
Get therapy, period.
Anyway,
Period.
yeah, yeah, I
Period.
agree. I
Like,
agree.
Just work on yourself. I just feel like so many people need to work on themselves. Like, if you're not an attractive person, like inside, outside, you know what I'm saying? How do you think somebody gonna want you? You know what I'm saying? How somebody gonna value you? You got to work on yourself. You got to be like this cliche is be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of people is just trying to self-fix themselves instead of go see a professional. And I've been getting counseling and therapy for 15 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It started when I first got like a marriage counselor. When I first was getting a marriage counseling, and I was telling him about the relationship and our struggles, and he was like, how about I just talk to you? And I've been with him ever since. I've been with him ever since, like 14 years. I've been with him ever since. And so, you know, I he's a very pivotal person in my life to kind of put a magnifying glass up to myself and just see where I'm at and just the goals and the things that I'm trying to do to make sure that I stay aligned with it, you know, and don't get distracted by life. Because like we said, life just going to throw you so many distractions and throw you every which way. So get therapy. That's my advice to women, men.
right.
Period.
So let me ask you this. So as you have a lot of male friends.
Yeah.
So do y'all talk about that?
What?
Do guys talk about that? Like, man,
Going to
man,
therapy?
I'm going to therapy today. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this
No, I think
in the culture of the black man?
Yeah, for sure. It's
Or if you know your friend need counseling,
yeah.
you know your friend off the chain.
Yeah, it's taboo. It's taboo for us as a whole, men and women. It's taboo for us as a whole. But you know, I just try to, you know, I root for it. I encourage it. Whether they do it or not, you know what I'm saying. But yeah.
I do appreciate the fact that you can see therapy in TV shows and series more now.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
The Shy, you know, they have the men's group and the circle, you know, they go in the circle and talk. They're trying to make it more, you know, natural, you
Yeah.
know, because that's where everybody is going. They watch
Yeah.
the TV. So I do appreciate that fact that, you know, you can see it, they're sliding it in, you know, to make it more normalized
Yeah.
because a lot
Yeah.
of black people, they do not go to therapy.
Right.
But also, too, you said everybody should go to therapy and see, you know, work on themselves. Some people don't even think there's anything wrong with them.
Right.
That's the problem.
So the first step is you need to take
Yeah.
accountability for
Yeah.
your actions. You may
that's-
not be wrapped too tight.
That's
Right. And I think it's hot. I think it's hot when a man, especially, I mean, women would do it all day long. It's like, I'm feeling some type of way.
Right,
Okay,
right.
we go talk to our counselor, right?
Right.
We will do that
Yeah.
off the rip. But I feel the strongest man in the room that can actually take accountability, like, you know what? I am a little off.
Yeah.
Let me go see some counseling.
Or it's, it's really hard for me to work this out.
Yeah, your woman should
My
have to be
trauma.
like, babe, you know, talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, own it, you know. And I feel like if more of the males talk about these things and normalize it a bit, then it wouldn't seem so crazy. You know, like if y'all talking about sports, let's talk about the fact that, dude, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
you a lot.
I was gonna say, to stick to the theme of the episode, even more important, or maybe equally as important than regular like one-on-one therapy, couples therapy.
Yeah.
Couples
even,
therapy.
even while dating.
So, yeah. Like even while dating, it is so important.
That's
You need someone in between y'all to talk.
Yeah.
I like that.
Third party, a non-biased party.
Because I know what should be common if you are dating in your third chapter. 9 times out of 10, you're not dating just for fun. You're dating to a goal.
Yeah.
You know, we not just out here just all willy-nilly. It's like, okay, what's the end game? What we doing?
Because we getting older.
Yeah.
We got to secure the bag.
You see?
And all the things.
Exactly.
Yes.
We just out here we're not out here trying to sow our royal oats or not. Yeah. we pass all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we got an end goal.
So you're in your...
I'm 44.
Okay, so you're in your 40s or whatever, right? So for you now, do you think about, because like at 40, in your 40s, for anybody, women or men, it's like the fork in the road. So do you say in dating now, I'm going to be looking for somebody younger, or do I want someone my own age if she's a little older? Like, do you start, you know...
This is a setup. This is a setup question right here. Yeah,
You know, I'm just asking, because, you know, I'm just saying... Yeah.
Look, most of my relationships, I'm generally older.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm generally gonna look for somebody younger. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really dated older than me or whatnot. And I'm a lively person. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm energetic. I like to do certain things. I love to be active. I love to work out, 4 or 5. And I want my significant other to not necessarily embrace how committed I am to it, taking care of myself, but just make this a part of your life too as well. So, you know, if a person that I'm meeting is 50, 60 years old and they never pursued that, I don't know how it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like as we get older, I mean, change is even more harder. We become so stuck in our ways. You know what I'm saying? So, and like you said, as we get older, it's just life. We're gonna gain more trauma with experience. You know,
so does that make you more picky or less picky?
I'm picky, period. I'm picky, period. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I have a picky girlfriend, and I'm like, you so damn picky, but what the fuck you bring to the table? I'm like, you can't be picky like that, and then you ain't, half the things you're looking for, it's not even in you. Right. So how you gonna be picky like that? Like,
that part, yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Make this make sense, you know. So
I'm picky, but I'm you know what I'm saying. I'm a hopeful romantic. You know what I'm saying? I'm a romantic. I celebrate.
He said hopeful, not hopeless.
Hopeful.
That's what he said.
Yeah, hopeful romantic.
Why you use that word?
I like that.
I believe in love. I believe in love. I believe that, you know, marriage, relationship can be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be a very fulfilling thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So compared to marriage and being single, which do you felt more at peace?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, definitely single.
Dang, I thought you was gonna say married.
You know, I was watching this little thing on Instagram.
I thought you was gonna say married.
And the lady said,
that's what you sent me.
Yes.
What the lady say?
It was, can you pull it up, sis?
I remember what it said.
What did it say?
Women tend to live longer if they're single.
And
men tend to live longer if they're married.
Yes.
Which shows that men need a woman and women could do without.
So basically, it was basically saying,
like
statistics. Women have more health problems. All
because
of the
they
things,
do so much.
Yes, because we do so much, and it's smart for any man to be married to a woman because he has higher job elevations. Health is better. You know, all of the things.
I think it's beneficial for both sides.
Because women, we carry a lot. You know,
exactly.
No, even if you're not married, I'm talking about just
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a lot.
You gonna need that peace. That man gonna be in there to bring the calm to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
They should.
The protection. They should. They should. Like I say, I believe in marriage. I believe in love. How it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody has kind of put their own little customization on it.
So when you meet somebody, do you have like this checklist?
Nah, I don't have a checklist. I'm just getting to know them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to know
like
a person.
when I say checklist in the form of, oh, I'm looking for this in a woman. So if I don't see these things, I'm out, or
no, I'm not picky like that. You know what I'm saying? Initially it's all about attraction. Then from attraction, then it's like, how do we flow? How do we get along? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. As far as me dating, I'm not looking for a woman to help me do anything. I feel like I'm pretty straight in my purpose and my destiny that I'm trying to go in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you say that like a couple of times tonight.
What's that?
When you just said, it's hard for a man to just get up and go talk to somebody. So what is it about anybody that you've ever approached, any woman that you've ever approached? Like, what was it about them that you said, I'm going to get over this thing that I just said that, and just go do it?
I've never been that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy that's bold and go and approach. It's just got to be something flow. Maybe if I'm at the bar, you at the bar. Mm-hmm. Hey, would you natural. Like it? Yeah, it's got to be natural for me. It's got to be organic. I don't have any smooth Mac Daddy line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just how I am. Mm-hmm. But I got some homeboys who's totally different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To where they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Even if the girl ain't giving them no attention, they still finna go over there. Right. But I've never been that kind of man.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
You just fall from heaven.
You know what I'm saying?
God made all these angels.
Right. I ain't never been that guy, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something.
I found the video, by the way.
Oh yeah. You want to play it?
I'll put the real one when I edit it.
Right. And so this is, it was just profound. So you can tell me what you think about this. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to send it, I'm married, and I didn't want to send it to my husband because he's going to be feeling some type of way.
Okay, ready? Married to a man. Wait, let me start it over.
The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man. Married women do not live as long as single women. They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women. They are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit suicide than single women. They are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Conversely, married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him. Married men live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, they advance more in their careers, they're more creative, they're less likely to commit suicide, they're less likely to die of homicide, they're less likely to die in car accidents. In every single possible way, the best thing a man can do is to get married to a woman. The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man, because what happens is it's called the marriage benefit imbalance. Those imbalances are exactly equal, meaning the percentage of herself that a woman gives to a man, she loses and he gains. So she's literally giving her life to him. Years of life, prosperity. It's a literal exchange.
I got the face. Look, he did the face.
I want to see the face.
No, I just
what do you think about that?
I just feel like that's feminist at its finest. You know what I'm saying? That's like a hidden agenda that lady is spewing out. You can get with data, statistics and stuff like that, you can get it to skew however you want it to look. But
whatever you put in the search bar.
Yeah. I mean, however you want to look, how you search it. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't believe that.
Some of the things that
because
understand.
I know single older women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying some of the things that I could see her saying where it says the husband, as a husband, you live longer, you're more successful in this and other. Because when you have a family, you use more drive to do better, to provide for your family. Most men don't just say, oh, you know what, it's time for my doctor's appointment. There's a woman behind the scenes, unless y'all dog sick. Your woman's always going to say, hey, babe, it's time for your checkup, let's make an appointment. Whereas men, it'll be years before y'all go to the doctor, Yeah. So in certain things, there's definitely that benefit. So I think some of the things, that's what she was saying on there as far as the gain of. And then for women, it's a deficit because of the fact that we internalize, we have to, think about you as well. Fact checker. Uh-huh.
So we said it depends on how you search it. So I searched it in a male favor. I put, do married women live longer than married men, as opposed to do single women live longer? Okay, I put in, do married women live longer than married men? It says no. Married women do not generally live longer than married men. Women tend to have a longer life expectancy than men regardless of marital status. Both married men and married women tend to live longer than their unmarried counterparts.
So, yeah.
But the longevity benefit of marriage is often more pronounced for men.
Can I mention something, by the way?
Yes.
I'm kind of curious. I know that it's not a direct correlation, but I do know that, most people that get married, they do end up getting pregnant, or maybe they have kids. Mm-hmm. Pregnancy does come with a lot of health concerns, and it does decrease life expectancy, I'd assume,
Yes.
So
Correct.
I mean, that could also be a big play. Like that could be a big part in why married women don't live as long. Is their life expectancy could be cut shorter because of pregnancy, especially if they're having more than one kid.
Facts. That is so facts. I agree with you on that. And that's another thing, you know, even in that, you know, when you're single, your body doesn't change as much. Pregnancies change a woman forever, you know? Yeah. And then sometimes your counterpart does not understand that. It's like, I'll never be the same girl again. You know, I just had a baby. Then my body, my hormones, they will never be the same. Even if I'm working out as much, my bones have shifted.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men don't understand that it's a lot much more commitment for a woman to get married and to have kids than it is for a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know. Are we talking about dating or marriage? Or like, as far as marriage is concerned, I feel like me personally. All I can do is talk about my experience. Me personally, like I put everything on the line for the family. You know what I'm saying? So
what does that look like?
I mean, I'm making sure that everybody gets served.
You know, because I hear a lot of men say, "I'm a good man," and a lot of women say, "I'm a good woman." I'm like, what makes you good? Like, what makes you good? You're good in your eyes. What's good for her might not be what is good for me.
Yeah,
so when you say, I'm a good man, what does that look like? Because you might be saying it to me and I'm like, that ain't good for me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need that.
Or she might be like, yep, he's a good man, you know? So
but I mean, you shouldn't have married him if he's not a good man.
No, so that's why I'm asking you, when you say, I'm a good man, like, what does that look like? You know, because that's what women are wondering. Like, what makes you so good? You know,
I know for me personally, like I say, for me personally, that's all I can speak to my. When I say I'm a good man, I'm a good leader. I'm a good provider. I'm a good protector. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good decision maker. Okay. I'm great at compromising. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the key word right there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm great at compromising. So that's why I feel like I'm great.
That's the word that can apply to anybody.
Yes.
You know?
But then he also said you shouldn't have married him if he was a good man.
If he wasn't?
If he wasn't a good man.
But sometimes they are good men in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then they Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
You know, life, man. Let me say this. When I was, look, nothing makes your life more transparent than being married. Like, true. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, me and my ex-wife, we could poke holes through each other's flaws and the things that we did wrong because we was just so in lock and step and just was with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you're going to see the flaws in people or whatnot. But my thing is I always like to look at people, the good at people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what shift your mind frame to not see that anymore and just start focusing on the negative? You know what I'm saying? So that's a mindset. The person was good. If you married him, it had to be a lot of good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big honor that you give a man.
Right. But you know, like how we said that people change as the days go, the weeks go, the years go. And sometimes the change is just not for the best because socialness changes who you are as well. If you're around some negative men or women, you're going to come home with that foolishness. You know, you're going to start to look at your person differently because of what your friends going through. And they keep, you know, so if you don't have that wisdom and therapy, you know, to say, you know what, I hear you, homeboy, but I'm not going to have the spirit on me. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time, you know. I've experienced it, you know. I'm like, babe, it was good. And then, because you
that spirit done jumped on them.
Right.
You know? Yeah, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to, you know, make sure that whatever company that you keep nurtures your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had those talks to where if you're married, should you have single friends? You know what I'm saying? I've had those talks. And I understand it. I mean, I understand the premise of it, but like I say, if that person respects your marriage, then it don't matter whether they married or single.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
My friends.
My friends should be cheerleading my marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They should be cheerleading my marriage because my marriage should be good for me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, that's with anybody.
And then also, too, if somebody is allowing social media and people to yap in their ear and spew into them, they're changing, for one, that's not a leader.
Right.
So if that was a characteristic that you were looking for in a man, it does support what he said, then that wasn't a good man to begin with.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a quality that you should look for in a man. Is he a leader or a follower?
Right.
Yeah.
Because then that would be demonstrated in the marriage that he's a follower.
Yeah. Because I'm saying the social media is a killer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you start, because you have some of these shows and podcasts and this and another. Some of them are spreading positivity, you know, working it out, and then you have the ones that's just like tearing the damn woman down to the white meat.
Also, like you said, whatever you type in, that's what's gonna support your narrative.
What's on your
and
algorithm?
type in, you can type in the sky is purple. You're gonna get all kind of articles and like, see,
Sky is purple.
because it's gonna support you.
It's gonna,
So it's time for some dating facts.
Okay.
All right. I have pulled up some things how to date in your 40s with baggage.
Okay.
Oh, the Google search. It says before you date, you should process your baggage. That supports what he said. Get therapy.
Right.
Hold accountability for yourself. You know, try to evaluate yourself and see how you can better yourself so you can be good to someone else.
Right. So how do you know? Do you then? Because I've always, anytime I've broken up with somebody, we have a conversation. I come to Jesus. I close it out. You know, once the dust settles, the emotions are like, where did I fail you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of people don't get that.
You got to have it because that helps me not bring this baggage over to the next person. Otherwise, it's gonna be there.
That's hardly ever been my experience breaking up. Yeah.
Me either.
That's hardly usually when I break up, we not cool no more. Like we probably don't even talk no more.
What?
No.
Why?
You hear that?
Huh?
We just hear some chiming in the back. She said that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's what she said.
What? You know, I guess because
That's
you know what?
that's all.
For me, no, seriously, for
Exactly.
me, I believe that for me, not when I'm dating you, if I'm married to you, you're not just my person, you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes
We ain't friends
We ain't friends no
But why
more.
y'all not?
You done broke up with me.
Hey,
You done broke up with me. You saying you don't want
no,
me.
no. Y'all have never. Okay, flag off the plate.
Listen,
Y'all
4 to
have
1.
never.
It's 4 to 1.
Y'all have never dated somebody and say, you know what? No, seriously, but you've never dated somebody and in the midst of it, you're like, you know what? We probably would have been better as friends versus a couple.
But that shows
No?
that change in health as well, mentally. If you think about it, the fact that you are looking at this from a point of view of, if I'm better, I can see you in a different light, regardless of your fault.
Right.
That actually comes from a space of something in me is changing versus I can't change you.
Right.
And then the fact that, you know, we do cut off people. There's some people we really need to cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how then do you create a space for yourself to say, okay, I need to work on something within me? And that part right there is hard, especially in the stage of leaving, like divorce and things like that. That's such a hard stage. And at the third stage of that stage, like how do we find that balance?
Right.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I think for me, I can't say that I've given this person years of my life and then poof, like you never existed on the face of this earth. I just, you know, I mean, because for me, I analyze things for myself. And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
We would have been better off as friends.
Okay, so to your point,
You know, you just know.
Corey and Mackenzie's dad, Larry, we were childhood
That's our kids.
friends.
That's our kids.
That's my kids.
Okay.
We were childhood friends. His uncle used to play basketball with my brother. So when they would go to the park to practice, you know, back in the day, you want to go somewhere. Mama, can I go? Yeah, you got to take your sister with you. So same thing for him. So we would play at the playground. We were young. So we grew up and we were friends. I went to prom with him because he didn't want to. He said, I don't want to take none of these scallywags at my school. We went to prom as friends. And then that changed as we grew up. We was friends with benefits. So then here comes Corey. That's my, how old is Corey? 20-year-old. My 20-year-old. Yeah. We did try the marriage thing, and it didn't work. And then when we got a divorce, he tried to, you know, get a little. I was like, okay, now we're not going to do that. We have 2 kids. We're going to work together. And I promise you, it only took me one time to say that. We've been cool ever. I can call him and be like, what you doing? What you doing? Let me tell you what you're doing. We talk like some besties. We besties.
Right.
And we have said, you know what? I wouldn't pick another baby daddy, you know, and I really hate that term, but, you know, I say that. He said, you know what, you too. And we tell each other, thank you. We tell each other, I appreciate what you're doing. And then I hang up and I be like, we need more Larrys. I need more like them. Right. Because it's like, it's unheard of, but we set that boundary in the beginning. Like I said, he tried to be bitter. I'm like, we're not doing that because we're better as friends and we actually can and have said that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but them other ones, we ain't got no attachments.
It's not even if minus the kids and all of the things, you know what I'm saying? Because even if you do have kids, you still might want to cancel that person out. But I operate in you're my friend, you're my partner, you're my person.
But friends
you
can
know?
break up too, though.
Yeah, friends can break up too.
Yeah.
So sometimes for me, like when I break up with somebody, not that we got to be gelling every day or whatever, but I'm going to bring closure to the situation. Where did I go wrong? Where did I fail you? This is where you failed me. So if I see you on the street, then I don't want to have to pour gasoline on you and, try to light you up. I want to be like, oh, okay, did you need some help on the side of the road?
Wouldn't piss on them if they was on fire.
See, yeah, I don't.
I know, but in real honesty, so what if they did something like horribly wrong? Your life was in danger, or they cheated on you, or it was just something crazy. You think you should still be like, what did I do wrong?
No, see, I feel like when people cheat or if they're, physical, you have 9 times out of 10 that's probably what happened to their ass at some point in their life. You know what I'm saying? And so when they haven't dealt with that, they don't know how to do anything other than what they experience. You see what I'm saying? So I'm always thinking of, why are you like that? And then when you hear the stories, then you kind of understand. So my grace and sympathy for people is, my husband says, I be doing too much.
But you're different.
Okay,
you are different. You
know,
want to
so-
know. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It
No,
is.
She's
That's real. They
She
be
is.
like,
You got a
She
heart
gon-
of gold.
She gonna find.
You know what I'm saying?
She gonna
You got
find the
a heart of
positive.
gold. Look.
She gonna find the positive in anything.
And that's
Yeah.
great.
Well,
That's great.
maybe.
right. And he be
great.
like, see, he always tells me, you be doing too much. I'm like, well, maybe you're doing too little.
Yeah.
Maybe you start to think a little bit like me.
She's the glasses half full kind of person for real.
Oh, yeah.
You look in the dictionary, glasses half full is gonna be Kay.
Hi. What's that?
It's gonna be Kay.
Yeah.
No, and this is, I'm just like that. I don't know.
But you know what? I found in situations like that, for me personally, like breaking up with a person still remaining friends, like it's hard to still detach from them.
Why?
Because if you try to move on and find somebody new, if they not doing what that other person used to do, that
Listen,
irks you. Like you have to totally disconnect from them people if you're trying to move forward.
Because then you're not all the way emotionally done with that person. When I break up with somebody, my emotions have detached, and I can see as my friend, and that's it. Like, everybody can't do that. I understand that.
I ain't wired like that.
I mean,
and I get that. I get that. But
it's a rare case.
I don't even wonder who, what, where, how. I mean, seriously, I don't. I don't care. Girl, go on. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never put my mind there ever again. I just, not even in my sleep.
Heart of gold.
Yeah, no.
So more facts.
Yeah.
Heart of gold.
Okay. Facts.
Just continue leading by example, Kay.
Yeah.
You are rare.
Please.
No, seriously, I'm not
We
even
need
playing.
more Kays.
Yeah, I'm
Can
not
we get
even
some
being
more
funny right
Kays?
now. I'm not even being funny. Because you got a heart of
You
gold.
talking about Larry. We need some more Kays. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Okay. Yeah, for real. Right. Okay. Ensure that you're ready. Make sure you are emotionally ready to date. Avoid getting into a new relationship just to avoid being alone. That's that rebounding crap. Yeah.
People do that all the time.
On the date, keep the first date light. Use the first few days to get to know each other's present lives and interests. Focus on positive common experiences instead of diving into your past issues. Oh, this is good. Avoid baggage bonding.
Oh.
Right. Be mindful of conversations that turn negative and focus on past hurts. If the conversation goes there, try to gently redirect and back to the present by saying something like, that sounds like a tough experience. Maybe we can share more about it once we know each other better.
Okay.
For now, I'd love to hear more about your trip to the East Coast.
Okay.
Just giving you examples. That would be you
I
being positive.
don't know about that. Like
That's
No.
I need to know what happened.
on the first date?
Well,
not the first
Okay,
date.
the first few
You know what I'm
days.
saying? First few days. Like if we finna be dating, I want to know I want to see your Carfax.
Okay, so if
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna use the other word.
That's what's up.
I want to see what happened. Like what is
Yeah.
your path with relationships? I want to know that.
would it affect how you move?
Definitely. Because I'm gonna be suspect if I don't think that I don't know if that person's changed or not. You know what I'm saying? I could just be a new person in a
I
life.
believe that, you could have.
Go ahead. Come on. Tea time.
Heart of gold.
Tea time. No, because it's just like a bully, right? Everybody would say, she's a bully, right? And then hear me and my la 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 la.
Yeah.
And then now the bully's my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna look at you for what you show me. Everybody's different with everybody, you know?
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to put you in a category like that because you might have been on Skid Row with all your relationships, you know? I'm going to say, hey,
but that matters.
it's me and you.
That matters.
It does.
That matters.
I'm going to put a
quack
pin
like
in
a
it.
duck, walk like a duck. It must be a duck.
But,
those things matter.
And for me, I believe I have the power of we're going to kumbaya and it's going to be better.
And see, that's why I say get therapy, people.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying? She talking about kumbaya.
And most people in their third chapter don't have time to therapize you.
Yeah.
Come to the table ready.
Am I right?
So make sure
we don't got, like you said, we don't got a lot of time.
At that point in your life,
you should make sure you talk about that on your podcast all the time.
Yeah, but you should be halfway ready, and you should have learned some things.
Right, should have.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be presentable, you gotta show yourself presentable too as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a finished product, but I need to be better than what I was in that last relationship.
So when your person points out, hey babe, I feel like, do you receive or do you get defensive?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I could take a constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying? But I take it with a grain of salt. You know, obviously I'm new to this person and they just getting to know me. You know, like I say, sometimes maybe we just don't click. You know, but I'm gonna be receptive to it. I'm gonna hear you out for sure.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, the last two pieces of advice, they say patience is the key and introduce the kids slowly. I think that's.
They say what?
Patience is the key and introduce your kids slowly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I learned some things.
Did you now?
Me too.
Kay, you know what? Fill it up. Fill it up.
Top off.
Fill it up.
Top it up. I don't want to bring the big jug out in front of the audience, but I will because mine is a little empty.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's Transparency in the Chair. We will list Zeno's information at the end.
Yeah. And if you want to get a little bit more male perspectives, he definitely tune into his podcast so you can hear what these men be talking about.
It's called At the End of the Day.
At the end of the day.
What did he say? Sports emptying his balls and what? What
did he say that?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, all that. All the things.
Stomach full, balls empty.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Right. create peace, an environment of peace.
Right.
Don't forget that. That's
an environment
important.
of peace.
And at the end of the day, he still want to be taken care of.
Right. Still.
No, don't say it like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said it twice.
Booed up. Like I want to be booed up. Like just
I'm sorry.
Flued out.
You did say it twice.
I mean, you got to value me. You got to value me now. Come on now.
Yeah, we do.
Value.
All right, King. All right, King.
All right,
yes.
all right, Queen. All right, Queen. Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we will see y'all next time.
If you want to be on the show or you have a show idea, email us at transparencyinthechair@outlook.com, or you can visit our website at transparencyinthechair.hair. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, but watch our full episodes on YouTube. Transparency in the Chair, y'all. Let's get transparent.
Put all your stress aside and let the music take you anywhere like tide. Cause it's me they calling the real loco. Mass play when I on the flow. Calvin over and touch their toe. Everybody don't know the flow. Party turn up and turn over. Over and over, over. Listen, hug up a friend.